Hello, guys, and welcome to our client support Mondays call. My name is Dominic Bizzardo, and I'm going to be getting us going today and talking about all things client integration. So I appreciate everybody being on, and I hope you guys have been getting value from these calls. Please, if at any time you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to take yourself off of mute and feel free to ask if there's any value that you want to participate in the call and you want to add to it. Feel free and go ahead and do that. Thank you again, and enjoy all the interaction that we've had over the last few weeks. It's been really helping me, and I hope what we're doing is helping you. So today, like I mentioned, I wanted to speak about integration and client integration and getting them involved in our community. So what we have with Optavia is definitely a gift, and it's definitely something that we need to share, and it's definitely something that I know all of us have felt on our journeys. But how do we get it out to them, and why should we get it out to them? And coming from a place of love is really why we want to integrate them, to give them the most success possible as they're on their health journey. Okay, so integration. So what is integration? We throw it around like we know, like we assume that you know what it means, but what is integration? It's an act or an instance of combining into an integral whole, okay? An integral whole. So if you think of the whole, think of you, think of me, think of the community, the Habits of Health system, the bio network, the support groups, the calls, the Zooms. That's the whole. Optavia, that's the whole. And we want to help our clients immerse and become integrated into that whole, because we know that together this is possible. We know what it's done for us, and we know what it can do for them. Okay, so integration. So when I speak about integration, I want to talk about why it's almost a necessity that we integrate them, that we speak about integration, that we offer to them, that we talk about all the different reasons why they will be successful. So think of, what are the 6 human needs, okay? So first one, certainty, okay? Certainty. So the need for safety, security, comfort, order, consistency, and control. So think about our program. Think of the structure that we have. So people come to this program from all walks, right? They come from all different backgrounds, socioeconomic. They've had a bunch of different life experiences, okay? What does this program bring? It brings consistency and control. When their lives may be haywire and out of whack, this is something that they can grab onto, okay? They can grab onto the program and feel safe and secure and know that they're heading in the right direction, that they've made a choice for their life to move it forward and advance. So certainty, our program falls right in line with it. Variety. It's funny, I just said certainty, and now I'm talking about variety as being one of the human needs, right? So it's the need for uncertainty, diversity, challenge, change, surprise, and adventure, right? So I want you guys to think back and remember, when you first started this program in your journey, wasn't it kind of nerve-wracking? You didn't know what to expect, but you were kind of excited, right? You were kind of looking forward for the adventure. You knew something was going to be different. There was going to be change, and the surprise was welcome. There was so many people from a bunch of different backgrounds, and this worked for all of them, right? So diversity, think about that. It was uncertain, and it was going to be a challenge, but it was something fun that you grabbed onto. Well, think about our clients. They need that variety. They want it. They want that. They want it in their lives because something isn't working the way that it currently should be in their lives. That's why they've sought you out. All right. And you're the one to help them. It's amazing. So think about variety, human need fitting right into our program. Significance. The need for meaning, validation, feeling needed, honored, wanted, and special. How many of you guys are welcoming your clients into our support groups? And how many of you guys are there and supporting them every day? You're making them feel important for joining our community, all right? They feel wanted. We do want them. We love them. We want to help them on their journey, and we want them to help us on our journeys. So they're very important. So the program brings significance into an individual's life. Significance. Love and connection. I think it says it right there in those two words, love and connection. The need for connection, communication, intimacy, and shared love with others. This program could be very different from anything they've ever been a part of. But it's filled with thousands upon thousands of people that have made a change in their life and moved forward for the better. And that's exactly what your clients want. That's why we want to integrate them. They want to take over and change their lives, but they need to be connected. We need to get them in communication with others on the journey. Because you know what? It may not be you that they necessarily connect with, but they may connect with somebody else in the group. I mean, how many of us know, raise your hand, blink your eyes, do it. You know that celebrity in your Facebook client support group, right? And those people gravitate towards them. Clients gravitate left and right, and they're inspired daily, and they feel connected as part of a bigger group, not just you and them. I mean, I know when I first started, and many of you probably have the same experience. Back then it was Take Shape for Life. Now we're Optavia, but all I really saw was my coach, and then it started opening up. It was like peeling of an onion. So think about if you're not connecting individuals and it's just you one-on-one with your client, are they really getting that need fulfilled? You know, one-on-one, they don't know the bigger mission that the company is on. They don't know how far the reach expands. So think about their need. Are you fulfilling their need for love and connection? Or are we keeping them to ourselves and just helping them ourselves and just answering all their questions ourselves? Let's connect them to the group. Let's let them be a part of the group. They need it. It's a need deep down we all need. Let them connect. They want to be a part of something. Growth. The need for physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual development. Optavia, the optimal way of living, right? We not only work on a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances. Think of your overall growth and development as an individual, as a person. Where were you at before Optavia? Where were you at before this program? Where were you at? Now, where are you now, right? Think about that. Where are you now? Have you grown? Have you transformed as an individual? How does it make you feel? Did you do it on your own? Did you do it with just your coach? Did you do it with a group? Did you do it with a group? Excuse me 1 second. So growth. It's super important. Don't hinder their growth by just keeping it bottled up. Let them explore, get them out into the community. Let them get the full experience. They will run with it. Some will, some won't. Some will, some won't. But those that do are going to feel it, and they're going to love it, and they're going to gravitate, and they're going to just tell everybody about it, right? They're going to tell everybody about it. They're going to create micro communities around them. They're just going to be telling everybody how Optavia and how you made such a difference in their life. In this crazy world where things were going crazy all over the place, this is one thing that really centers a lot of people and can bring them back and help them grow and transform. Contribution. This is the sixth human need. Contribution. The need to give, care, protect beyond ourselves, to serve others, and the good of all. So I relate this to health coaching, right? So we're talking about client support, and now I'm talking about health coaching. So how does this interrelate, or how does this connect together? Because now once they're a part of the community, they almost feel the urge to want to help others do the same. So if you're holding back and not offering health coaching to an individual, are you supporting their growth and their development and their connectivity? Are you helping them meet that need of contribution? They care about other people. They may say, oh, I'm not into it or not, but it's a need that a lot of us need fulfilled, is to be able to help other people feel significant, go beyond ourselves, and not only just transform ourselves, but now pay it forward and serve other people. So integrating them into our community isn't just to get them involved to help them hit their weight goal. It's to help them transform their lives. It's to help move them forward and helps them meet all their basic human needs. The 6 human needs: certainty, variety, significance, love and connection, growth, contribution. The 6 human needs. Oh, look at my son's coming in. He's representing his Peruvian heritage. All right, you gotta go, buddy.
All right. Okay, me just for soccer practices. Okay.
Okay, so the options of integrating, how do we just integrate them? Is there just one way to integrate individuals? No, there's many different ways. We talk about in person, and in person there's events. What kind of events? Think about it. All the health shares, breakfasts, happy hours, the hikes, you name it. Any kind of in-person event that you can do is an option to integrate them, right? It doesn't just have to fit into a box. Create your own event. Create your own healthy hike, happy hour, whatever you want to name it. Create your own community of gathering people together. We all have been a part of these events, and we all know how they help us. So in-person options for integration. Phone, there's support calls almost nightly that individuals can get on where they can share their stories, they can ask questions, there's nurses calls, doctor calls, you name it. Some people don't want to be seen. Some people don't want to go out in person, so the phone. So when we think of integration, you're going to see a couple other options here, but I don't want you just to kind of box everybody into one, okay? I don't want you to think about, I have to get them into everything either. Think about the way you learn. Many people learn many different ways, some by doing, some by watching, some by listening. It's the same thing with integration. Some people will go all in and do everything, right? But others, they just want to be part of the in-person group that meets every month or every week, whatever it is that you have set up. And that's good enough for them. Some people don't want to be seen, like I said, so they go to the phone. But hey, that's good enough for them because it's their journey, right? Social media, the client support groups. People are glued to their smartphones nowadays. They may not want to listen. They just may want to spend 5 minutes scrolling through and getting inspired or finding the next recipe, whatever it may be in the support group. They could just want to be a fly on the wall. They don't want to participate. They don't want anybody to hear their voice. They don't want anybody to see them, but they want to be that fly on the wall. And you know what? I'm here to say, so be it. It's okay. It's their journey. Let's love on them and let's let them move forward on their journey any way they want to. We can encourage that they post. They don't even need to post those. Some people I know check it every single day and they just want to, they're inspired by these people that come up on their feed every day. And that's part of their journey, and that's great support for them. And that's great integration for them. The computer, electronics, some people are all over it. The Zooms, they want to be on, they want to be participating, but maybe they can't get to a local event. Maybe they want to feel like they're there with everybody, but they can't get there for whatever reason it may be. They're driving, their work, whatever it is. Zooms are perfect for these individuals. Or some of them like to, we talk about emails, what does that mean? Maybe they're reading your support email that you send out weekly, or your newsletter, your healthy newsletter, or maybe they're working with nutrition support and asking questions left and right. That's integration. Let's not get let's not make it too complicated and think they need to hit every single one of these options to be integrated. Yeah, well, we like them fully integrated. We would love it. But is that the real world that we're living in? Probably not, right? Probably not. So Zooms and emails. So it can be this way, that way, another way. Says it perfect, but it's their way, it's their journey, it's their road, okay? It's their road to integration. We just have to make sure that we're offering it up. So how do we do this though? How to integrate them? You know, we have to have consistent routines. Well, and when I talk about consistent routines, this starts even before they become a client. So are we consistently setting up health shares and health events for people to meet in person? Are we consistently sending those text messages and the welcome emails and the day 1 through 8 texts? I mean, are we consistently doing these things? Are we consistently welcoming each and every one of our clients into the support group? Are we consistent every 2 weeks sending out our connections emails, sending out our healthy newsletters? Are we being consistent in our routines? Because the more consistent we are, they know you're there. They know where to find it if they want it. And that's what you need. You just have to be there so they know it's available to them, okay? Just consistently be there, and when they're ready to grab on, they're going to grab on. So be consistent with your routines, because individuals that you may least expect want to be integrated will integrate themselves as long as you're consistently making it available to them. All the different options that I had just covered. Make them available. Set your schedules, set your routines, set your calendars, so this just becomes an execution. You just execute your plan. Patience. I say patience, and I kind of connect the two with consistent routines together, because just because you do it once doesn't mean they're going to initially just grab on and want to go full on integration. So take your time with them. Know that some people will right away, some people won't. So meaning keep a routine and just let them go. You may say, oh, well, you know, I told them to post in the support group 5 times. They're not posting. So what? Maybe the 6th time they post, and maybe the 6th time is the change. But you just have to be consistent and just wait them out. Maybe you've invited them to 3 hikes and they haven't gone, or a healthy happy hour at your house and they haven't gone. And you know, if you can get them to an event, it'll just change their whole progress on their journey. So what? It's their journey. It's their event. Just be patient with them, and you just consistently go through your routine. And eventually they will grab on, or they won't. But that's not because of you. So you just have to consistently offer it out there and just be patient. And those that will. Meet them on their turf and come from a place of love. I kind of cover this right now, saying it's their journey. So you just provide the different activities, the different options to them. But most of all, just care about them. Care about what they want, okay? Don't put your own agenda ahead of their agenda, okay? Because they don't know what they just know that they came to you for help. So now if we start changing up the whole game and now all of a sudden you're trying to make them do all these things, that's an easy way to lose somebody, like right away. So meet them on their turf, come from a place of love, and those that are meant to will. If they're meant to come on board, if they're meant to get healthy and stay consistent with their program and on their journey, they will. But come from a good place. Don't just force it on. Just go through your routines, be patient, and those that will. Those that won't, they won't. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person, and you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So they will. So when do we start integrating them? When? Even before they become a client. If we have consistent routines set up, we're posting on Facebook, they're already starting to get kind of a little glimpse of our community, of like people that are involved in what could happen. They're seeing our events that are getting posted. Invite them to events, even if they're not clients. Invite them on a hike. Invite them to your house for a healthy happy hour. Invite them. We start integrating them. Hey, you know what? I know we spoke about this. Check out this support call that we have. I think it may be really beneficial. I mean, don't just keep it just because they're our clients. these resources, they can help people even if they're not our clients. And then if they're exposed to it, they probably will eventually end up being your client, right? So even before they become a client, we start the integration process. But you have to have consistent routines that you're going through as far as posting events and invites and send them up, reaching out to people. You have to be consistent to be able to do that for them. Explorer calls. How many of us, when we're on the Explorer call, are we covering like, hey, you know, what comes along with it? You pay for the food, but guess what's free? You know, you have the nurse and doctor calls, you have the Facebook client support calls, you have me as a health coach. Are we letting them know the different avenues that are available to them in the Explorer call? We should be, because these are points that will help them on their journeys. And these are points that some people need. These are some things that make us stand out from other diets, right? Because we're not a diet, we're a lifestyle with some support. You as a health coach, the Bio Network, the Facebook support groups, all the events and everything that we do to help individuals, the Habits of Health system, that's what makes us different, is that we have a lifelong transformation. That is what we offer, the habits that will transform them forever. And we need to let them know in the Explorer calls what is available to them. Day one, you start right away, plant the seeds, sending them the text right when they're going to start. You know, hey, I'd love for you to get on this support call this week. Hey, read your book, check this chapter. You know, next week, once you're about 5 to 7 pounds down, love to get you on a celebration call with my mentorship. You know, have you posted your Lean and Green in our Facebook client support group yet? Start that day one. This is the norm. They don't know the difference. And hey, they may not post in the Facebook client support group, but they may be ready for that Zoom, or they may be emailing nutrition support right away. So start it early and often. And at every opportunity, any opportunity you can, try to integrate them. Try to give them a different way to succeed on their journey. Invite them to an event. Get them on a call. Get them on a Zoom. Encourage them to post. Have them get into that book. Because without the integration and without moving forward, it can be a very lonely journey, and it could be a kind of a struggle for a lot of individuals. No. Sorry, I have a guest in the background. So I put this quote up here, or this image up here. It says strength. A river cuts through a rock, not because of its power, but its persistence. So when I say do it day one and then at every opportunity, do it at every opportunity, and you'll see some walls come down, and you'll see that rock be cut, and you'll see a lot of people succeeding more often than not because of the support you're providing. And guess what? Now you're not doing all the work. You're giving them options, and they're going on their journey by themselves. They're moving forward too at their speed and finding something that works for them. So we just know that these things have helped a lot of people. We know that some work better for calls. Some people are really engaged in Facebook. Some people just love coming to in-person events. That will integrate them. Just keep it available and open to them, and you'll see more success with your clients, and they'll love you for what you've done for them because you've helped change their lives. So right now I want to go into some questions that kind of concludes what I wanted to cover today. So I'm going to stop the sharing, and if you have anything, let's come off and let's ask them. How are we doing, guys?
Good, buddy. Hey, can I leave you guys with something that was kind of taken away from Sundance that's correlating with this whole thing?
For sure. Love it.
So everybody on here, raise your hand if you like being woken up abruptly from a dead sleep. Like when people just run in your room and they say, Dom, get up. Come on, dude. We got to go to this game. How would you feel? Not so happy, right?
Not so happy. Startled.
So what Dan Valentine's analogy was over the weekend, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, is everybody's walking around asleep. Now, would you rather be woken up abruptly, or would you rather be woken up softly? And that's why you see a lot of resistance with people. Instead of me coming in your room yelling and screaming, oh my God, I got this program for you, dude, you got to try it. Come on, what's wrong with you? Or, hey, I got this coaching opportunity. Come on, let's go. Or would you like to start out at your pace, how you are, and say, hey, Dom, hey, man, come on, get up, dude. Come on. Hey, get up. We got to go do this game, dude. Come on, we got to go to this game. I'll give you a second. Why don't you take a second? Why don't you wake up and let's get going? So that was huge for me. Whether it's a client or a coach, that's huge. So everybody, I think it was a percentage that Dr. A spat out, like 63% of people walk through their day like asleep or something like that in a certain form. I don't know the technical words for it, but it's all in how you wake people up is how they're going to respond to you. So that was my biggest takeaway of the weekend, like mic drop. I mean, there was so much more that I'm still debriefing on. My team call last night was worthless because I was rambling like crazy. They were like, can you tell us something without just talking a bunch? But anyways, I just want to leave you guys with that because that's huge in every aspect of our business. How you wake somebody up is how they're going to respond to you.
Yeah.
So just think about that when you have that struggling client, or think about that when you have a friend who's falling off or you're really close to them. Just love on them where they're at, and eventually they're going to wake up. It's just a matter of how we first wake them up is how long it's going to take for them to get to where they need to be. So anyways, that was my non-question.
No, I love the value add, and I think it was very fitting for this right now because, I mean, we all know as soon as a client comes on board, we just start throwing everything at them. You got to get on this, you got to do that. So, I mean, I think this falls right into that. Thank you so much. Anybody?
I think really paying attention to the Habits of Health calls and the recordings is a really good tool to just, gently tell somebody, hey, you know what, it sounds like, when we were having our Explore call that this was a struggle of yours. And I just wanted to point out that this might be really something that you would find beneficial. And just that's showing them the different things, I tell people, you don't have to read that big old book like right away. I mean, the Habits of Health calls, they break that down into bite-sized pieces, which is sometimes a lot easier to digest because we're really all busy. And then that, and I tell them that if you can't get on it, then the playbacks, it takes them like a couple days because they had to go, through compliance, but they'll be posted up there, and feel free to look, and there's lots of different topics. Find something that you relate to and watch it. And that's a good way to get them understanding that, there's so much more to this program, and the food is just a tool. But the main thing is the community, and, learning lifelong habits takes time, and you have to put in the effort into it because otherwise it's just a diet. And if that's what they're doing is a diet, then this is going to be real short term.
Thank you. You're so good every week, Melody. I love it. Thank you.
Well, I don't want you to do it by yourself all the time. I'm not camera shy. You know that.
I love it. All right. Anybody else? One last thought, question, comment that we can help you out with as we wrap this up?
Just appreciate your time, Dom.
Hey.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, guys. Hey, with that, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Please feel free if at any time you guys have a topic or questions that you guys want to bring to the table on these client support calls, let me know. Post it in 0 to 5 or structural tension, message me, but let's get it out there because these are meant to help you guys and help move your clients along on their journey. Okay, guys? Thank you so much.
Thanks for taking the time, Don. You do a lot of work on these things, and we really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you really. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Agreed.